Hey YouTube, it's Manny. A little over a month ago, I built this PC. Shortly thereafter, I upgraded the case cooling because I didn't put any actual fans in the case. I do have links to those videos in the description below. It's build videos, unboxings, and actually you'll see the parts that I actually use for this PC. I also originally had the Wraith Prism cooler for the CPU, but the issue I had, it was great. It looked great. It kept the CPU very cool. But I work here. This is the desk I work at in the day when I'm a software engineer during the day. So I like the big monitors for coding and stuff. It's great. If I left my PC running, it was very loud. My wife also works down here, and it would bother her. She's on the phone all the time, and that thing is loud. So I decided an all-in-one would probably be quieter. The 6 fans I put in here were quieter than the Wraith Prism. Wraith Prism is very loud. Now, I have 6 deep cools intaking, 3 on the bottom, 3 on the side. My plan was to offset it so that fix the pressure in the mid case, not all intake, 3 exhausts on the top. I didn't install the exhaust on the top because I knew I was going to get an all-in-one, so I wanted to figure out which one I wanted to get. I went with the Z73. It's a 360 millimeter radiator, so I'll take my 3 fans. It's got a 2.36 inch LCD. Best looking LCD I've seen for all the ones out there. There's a few all-in-ones with LCDs, a couple of them, but it's the nicest one, nicest, clean, plainest looking one. It doesn't have all kinds of NZXT logos on it and stuff like that. So that's what I went with. In this video, I'm going to show you the unboxing of the Z73, and I'm going to also show you how I installed it. Before we start, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and ding that notification bell so you know when there's new videos. And if you're looking for someone to game with, you can find me and other players in the Militia Discord server. The link is in the description below. All right, here's the box this Kraken Z73 comes in. It's laminated, it's poly wrap. So we're gonna have to cut this open to get in. Let's get a pair of scissors out, cut it across the top, put our scissors away for safety. All right, so how do we open this? So flip in the back. We have, looks like the install manual. Then we have, it looks like actually egg carton. And in here we have 1 fan, 2, 3 fans. Like I said, we're not going to use these, but we will keep these. Who knows, we use it on another project. All right, and then we have cables, different cables we're going to need. Mounting brackets to get the AM4, which is what I'm going to be using. And the radiator, it's pretty light. And the LCD screen. Connect. There you go. Connect all cables before turning on. So that's what we have right here. Obviously, it comes with thermal paste pre-installed. We're going to remove that. I'm going to use a little alcohol, remove that, and we're going to actually use our own. So, all right, now let's install this sucker. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is install the fans onto the radiator. So this is the all-in-one, all connected. I believe I'm going to install it when it's all said and done. It's going to be installed something like that. So for now, we're just going to put the radiators on the bottom, but I want to make sure the wires go out that way, because that's the way they're going to go. So they're going to be intakes, exhaust fans, so they're all going to go this direction. All right, the next thing we're going to do is replace, I'm going to take the thermal paste off of this and apply my own. We're also going to replace, this is an Intel bracket. We want to replace this with a supplied AMD bracket. Now let's clean it. Just going to use a little rubbing alcohol to clean off the paste. The last thing I want to do to prep the AIO is to actually connect the cables, because once this is in the box, sometimes it's hard to reach in and connect them. So This is USB connector. I believe this is what's going to control the software. So I'll plug that in here. That goes in there. Now, this is a funny cable. This one has this multi-purpose cable. It has fan power. Sorry, fan power. This is an optional RGB connector. Here's a, I believe this is for the pump. And then this is SATA power, probably for the LCD, I'm guessing. So we're gonna plug these in. I looked at the diagram and it looks like when you hold it like this with the cord, the wires this way, the hoses this way, you want the pumps, the fans to be on the left side. That's what it looked like in the diagram. So you got the fans on, the right side. This way, you want it plugged in this way. That's just the diagram. It doesn't really say like which way to plug it in. I'm just assuming based on the diagram that we plug it in this way because that's how they have it. They showed the fans over the side. So we're gonna plug it in that way. Now, we got everything plugged in. I got all this, the wire straps off. I'm gonna take this away. Now we're gonna get the case out, prepare the case to put this in. All right, so we're gonna unplug the fan power. And then we have a USB connector that we will unplug afterwards, but let's just take it out of here. This was controlled the fans, the fan for the software that was on the PC. All right, so we just unclip this, gotta loosen this. This should just come out from underneath now that it's loose. Yeah, that's out. This side's out. Just a clamp. All right, that's out. Then we loosen this side. Oh, it's stuck under here. This little screwdriver. I got a little. This would probably be easier without the graphics card in. There we go. Take it off. So if we come down here, we could see I did not do a very good job putting the thermal paste on. It's in a small block. I need to put a little more on than the amount I did. So we're gonna clean that off and put some new paste in. Get a new rag. I'm gonna use the same rubbing alcohol and just lightly clean that off, make sure I don't get stuff everywhere. The nice thing is it's raised. It's easy enough to clean off without getting it all over the place. Now this stuff's kind of thick. Now we're gonna remove the brackets for the Wraith cooler and we're gonna put in the brackets for the NZXT. And actually there isn't really a bracket, you just put in these nuts. You take the old brackets out and put these nuts in. We're gonna use the same back plate. Now, before I put the thermal paste in, let's just do a test fitting of where we're gonna put everything. So with all these cables, it's gonna be a nightmare trying to get this stuff together. Put it in like this. There we go. Which way does it go? Like this? Mounted just like so. We get an indication of how it's going to be. I was figuring to mount it like that. All right. Didn't look like I put enough last time. Yeah, that's how much I put on. Let me know in the comments below if you guys think I should have put more, or is that enough? We'll find out. I don't plan on overclocking this, and never the CPU never overheated before. All right, and we want it sitting like this. There we go. All right, next step we're gonna do is actually secure the radiator. We're not gonna plug anything in until we secure the radiator. I'm gonna leave these cables all over here. Now I gotta tuck the radiator, the cables for the fans for the radiator in down though. So now we wanna connect, I'm actually gonna plug, I have 3 more slots in this controller. This is for the addressable RGBs. I'm gonna plug those 3 fans into this one so they'll all be on the same. I just tuck this into here. This is a hard drive slot, so I'm just gonna hide them in here for now. That's gonna be good enough, right? Now I have 1, 2, I lost 1. Here it is, 3. All right, these are the powers. So these will get plugged into the cable from the AIO. Now, hopefully these cables are long enough, especially this one. This one's gonna have to go in here all the way around and up and underneath. My USB slots are down here on the bottom, my USB 2 slots. I don't believe I have anything closer. I have 2 down here. One, I'm gonna unplug the one that's plugged in right now. My fans are kind of in the way, these bottom fans. I may have to remove this bottom fan to get it to fit. But let's just tuck all this stuff up in here through this, this hole. Let's plug in the power cables. So I can get some zip ties, and I'll tie this up, tuck it under here. All right, we got ourselves a zip tie, otherwise known as tweezers. Not really, I saw that video. I think most of you did. Where is my USB? Shoot, did that not make its way through? It did not. Here it is right here. Now, I don't know if this is gonna reach all the way down there. Might be better for me to plug it from the AIO, plug it in this way, and then plug it in the AIO that way. There you have it, it reaches. Could probably tie these together a little. I'll put a zip tie on those to make it look a little nice. I'll be right back with a SATA cable. All right, so I'm back. I have a SATA cable for my power supply. The power supply is nice and easy to access here. We're gonna simply plug this in here. We're gonna plug it in the first one. We'll just fold back these. Take the SATA cable, line up the slots, plug it in. All right, now I'm gonna reattach this, reattach the power supply, and then I'm gonna neaten the wires up. We'll package it up, head downstairs, fire it up, see if it works. It's all hooked. We got our all-in-one cables. Looks like a little, if you look right there, a little ding right there, but that's all right. We'll peel this off. I did connective cables. Woo, pretty LCD. All right, we now have everything plugged in, everything set up. Now let's fire up the PC. Take a second, there it is, fires up. We got the dual infograph right now. Take a few minutes for this to light up. And there you have it, all booted up. I was planning on showing you how to use and configure the NZXT cam software, but this video turned out to be a bit longer than I expected, so I'll make another video about that software. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button below. If you have any comments or questions about the build, about the Z73, let me know also. I'll do my best to answer them. If you'd like to see more content like this, then please smash that subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Maniocrity, where I stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till next time, YouTube, take it easy.